and welcome to Special Grade Snacks, the Jujutsu Kaisen watch-along podcast. We're your special grade snacks. I'm Kay.
And I'm Sarah.
I was so close to saying I was Sarah that time.
Again!
It was a very close thing.
Assuming direct control of my identity.
I saved it, though.
I'm really happy for you for saving that one. How you been? It's been 2 weeks since we talked to each other.
I've been good.
We've definitely did not talk to each other a lot and have a Pokemon battle in the time since we last spoke.
I don't know you.
No.
Outside of podcasting. No. This is the first time we've met.
We had a good Pokemon battle though. It was a real tight match.
It's true.
For most of it.
I did win though. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah,
the viewers at home know that I did establish co-host dominance.
Yeah, you did establish co-host dominance. Please don't rub it in my face. I might cry about it.
Oh no.
I'm very cry. I cry a lot of things.
All right, that's fine then.
But yes, K1, which means that she gets all of the Patreon money we get from this podcast now. I can't just keep hoarding it to myself forever.
It means that I get to. It means that I get to declare one character as the best one and one character as the worst one, and Sarah can't disagree.
Oh, I'll give you that first one. I think we can agree on the best one, but I think I'm gonna have to disagree with who you declare the worst one.
If you wanted to do that, you should have won.
Wow! Ouch!
The best character is Inumaki, by the way. He's little.
Okay, I was kind of expecting you to say Miwa, but I've got no objections to little Inumaki being the best guy. And I have a question. Are you really about to get out here and say that Jogo is that Panda is the worst guy when Jogo and Mahito are out there?
I haven't decided who the worst one is yet. That will be a special surprise for later.
Oh God. It's like the fucking slap bed in How I Met Your Mother. I had to just sit here like 2 seasons from now we're like in an arc that hasn't even happened in the manga, and Kay is just like, I really think Sakura is the worst character in this show, and I don't even know who that character is yet. That's not a character in the manga, but she will be in season 3 of this podcast, and I have to say yes, and I have to be obliterated by a gunshot because I will have created a side blog to Sakura blogging.
This is my master plan. Keikaku, as they call it.
Speaking of planning, by the way, I found out that things are progressing at a much faster rate than I had expected. I thought the rest of the season was going to be this current arc, the Kyoto Goodwill event arc. We're getting the next arc in this season too, though, which I'm really excited about, because there are some extremely epic Kugasaki and Fushiguro moments in it.
Ooh. Wait, does that mean that the teen boyfriends arc will be next season?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
Like they could ostent, if they, the way that friend of the pod, future guest of the pod, Derek Great Big Sword, has put it, is that it's probably going to be, so this is going to be, this is the exchange event arc. Next is the origin of obedience, which is going to take up the last 4-5 episodes of the season. I think this one wraps up at 20 or 21. And then we might get a volume 0 OVA, because that's really important to things. And then season 2
They have been dropping the boy a lot. I've noticed that.
Right.
Hey, have you heard about the boy?
Yeah. And it's been in kind of lockstep with the manga, because they've been showing a lot of the boy, and Akotsu just showed up in the manga proper for the first time as an actual character, instead of just as a silhouette that people are thinking about. And it was a chapter that happened, and I'm not going to say anything else about it, because that's probably how season 2 is going to end, with that chapter, if Derek Great Big Sword is to be believed with his speculations.
Wow, the manga's only up to chapter 2? I mean, season 2?
At the pace that we're going, yeah, we're currently on chapter 120, 130. The current arc is, well, I mean, we just finished, by the end of this season, we will be at 65 to 70, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And so, and then we have then season 2 will probably be starting off with I forget what the arc is called. It's called the Star Plasma Vessel arc, and there's another name for it, but I can't remember what the other name is.
Star Platinum arc.
Yeah, the Star Platinum arc. And then we got the Shibuya incident, which is going to be a really regular arc.
It's just an incident, you know.
Normal things will happen. Nothing bad. Everything will be good, and nothing bad will happen.
Is that the one that's going to happen on Halloween?
Yes.
Oh, we'll get to see the guy.
Yeah, you get to see Ghetto.
Nice. We didn't see him in these episodes, so I'll be happy.
Yeah, these episodes suck as a result. No Ghetto.
That feel with no Ghetto.
That's what Gojo said.
That's what he said! In the OP, he's walking with his flowers, and he's thinking that feel when no Ghetto. I mean, everyone has a that feel when no Ghetto.
Yeah,
it's just what the feel is, you know. For this week episode, we watched 2 episodes, and they have the same title.
Yes.
Kyoto Sister School Exchange Event Group Battle 2 and also 3. First we will go over 2. This one starts with, like, Ijichi is teaching us something.
It is. Well, no, it's Toto's doing the voice. Ijichi is just, like, the one acting it out.
Oh, yeah. Ijichi is like, those with good eyes will improve more rapidly than those without. Which, here's what I think it means. If you, like, know what you're looking for your improvement, you improve better than just, like, trial and error, basically. Right.
It's just it's like the I think it's a little bit more clear in the manga. I was looking at it, so I don't have like an exact like quote to pull, but like the way what I got from it basically is that like if you can't see like what you said, if you can't see the improvements that you are trying to make, if you cannot like your hands cannot improve faster than your eyes can. Your hands aren't going to do shit that your eyes can't figure out.
Mm-hmm. So basically how it ties in is like Toto is gonna look at Itadori's form and find some things that he can improve on, which is nice of him.
And he says that Itadori's devouring him.
Hate this pervert man. No, he's nice though.
He's growing stronger. He's growing stronger by. Itadori said, "I swallowed Toto to transform myself."
I don't like it. Yeah, but Itadori is beating Toto's ass a little bit, and he's like, "Oh hell yes, we love this."
Oh yeah, this kid's fucking swinging. Hell yeah, dude.
And Itadori has like done some improvements to his technique based on the battle that they've already done. He's like, "Oh shit, he's doing a left hook now when I did this other thing." Blah blah blah, you know. But his divergent fist still sucks shit, and Toto's
He's not using toxic when Roserada is still available.
So foolish. Okay, but yeah. So Itadori goes for his big glowing fist, which he loves to do, and Toto's like, "Here's my strategy. I'll make my head hit your fist before you're fully charged up." And Itadori's like, "Holy shit, he's done it. This is a counter to my technique." I
love Toto so fucking much.
It was pretty funny, because he's like doing it while smiling the whole time. He's like, "Fuck yes, I love to fight my best friend."
They gave Toto some serious vagina bones in this.
This like, is true.
I'm looking at the manga, and he does not have those vagina bones that he has in this.
Is his pants low cut, though?
His pants are low cut, but like they're not. You do not see the man's vagina bones in the manga.
The way it looks in the anime is like you should be able to see his pubes, probably.
Honestly, he is hanging that thing low.
Yeah, but it's not low in the back, which is also weird because I like checked that. And he's, like, not showing any ass. It's, like, all the way up properly in the back. So I don't know how he did that.
He's just got it dangling to make that belly out fully.
I guess. He's very proud of all his
muscles.
Yes.
I mean, listen, if I was cut like that, I would. That's how. I mean, that's why I wear all my clothes anyways, because
so
my gut is too big to like really just have it like comfortably like put clothing up that high. But you know, if I had abs, which I'm working towards, I'm doing my sit-ups, I'm doing my exercise and shit.
I have like the one middle line.
At Snacks Meetup 2K27, you will be ashamed of your words and deeds when I take off my shirt to reveal my incredible six-pack.
Oh shit! I can't believe it.
And then we'll play volleyball together.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. Okay. So Toto is like, "I'm gonna teach you some monk shit right now."
I love this shit. I love this shit.
He's like, "You're channeling your curse energy wrong," and Itadori's like, "What? I'm just channeling it, bro." And he says, "No. you're like thinking about it coming from your tummy and like going out your body into your fist, and that's why it's taking too long. But really, all your energy is everywhere all the time because as people, we exist in the world with our entire mind, body, and soul as one whole at all times. So you should just be able to turn your energy off and on right to your fist all the time. And it was like, damn, true.
Yeah, I fucking love that. I just love the fucking we exist in this world with our mind, body, and spirit. Like, I love that shit. I'm a sucker for Toto. I like what he has to say. I like what his moves. I like what he does.
I like that he's nice to Itadori when all the other ones are mean to him.
They're all mean to him. And he just said, "Okay, you're my friend now. I've directed a film in my mind of the time that we, of the times that we hung out."
Yeah, it's like on like film paper when they do that fight. Yeah,
right. Because like Itadori like stances up, he almost does his hands glowing. Yeah, and then they touch their hands together, the backs of their hands together, which you construct intricate rituals that allow you to touch the flesh of other men,
but only through curse energy.
Yeah, but only with your cursed energy. They touch the backs of their hands together, and then, they both adopt, a fighting pose, and then we get, fucking, film strip, of them at college, or them at high school together from Toto's imagination, just, flowing in the background, the erased opening.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good. But that's the end of the good episode. So the good episode is over. Now the episode is going to be bad.
I knew this was coming. I've been steeling myself. I am at peace.
All right, so we're not going to see Toto and Itadori anymore. Forget about them. Whatever they was doing, not important.
I like how
the panda are here.
In the next episode, I really like when May is when Gojo is like, "Hey, why aren't there any fucking crows over by where Itadori and Toto are fighting?" And she doesn't explain it, but in my head, it's just her crows don't want to hang out with those two meatheads, just making a lot of noise.
She explains it, but we'll get there.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a little more implied than implicit, but explicit. But
I've never understood anything implied in my life, and you should, and we know this.
So Kugasaki and the panda, when we last saw them, they were talking to Nishimiya, and they still are. Kugasaki's trying to provoke Nishimiya, I guess, into attacking them or something in a disadvantageous way. She's like, "Why are you trying to kill Itadori? We know you are. How about if I killed all your friends? Wouldn't that be funny?"
Yeah.
And Panda's like, "Oh, this is a scary lady that she's doing this right now."
There's a weird translation here. It's in so what happens is that Kugasaki is like, "Hey, what if I killed that bitch Mai, who's a fucking warmed over version of Maki?" And then Nishimiya makes a face and is like, "Eh?" And Kugasaki is like, in the anime, the subtitle says that, "Oh, so hold on, I wrote this down." Kugasaki says "Oh, she's not getting mad," but in the manga she says, so she does get mad," which I don't know what's going on with this translation.
Yeah, I don't really.
I don't think
get mad. That I would call it mad, but she was just like, "What?"
She made a face. I don't know. She made a face.
Yeah, she did make a face.
Which, given that she's normally really calm faced, cool.
True.
What? Not complexion. What's the word I'm looking
for?
Composure. Thank you. And then she just makes a sukeban face.
That's true. If you say anything mean about Mai, she will get very mad in a lesbian way.
It's lesbians.
To me, it's lesbians.
And then Kugasaki has her fun joke where it's like, "Oh, Pepper-kun could have made a better joke than that. Who could have made a better response than that?" And I googled this, and Pepper-kun is just a little he kind of looks what does he look like? Okay, so I'm sorry to reference the Adventure Zone, but you remember in arc 4 of the Adventure Zone, there was the trivia elevator guy?
Sure.
That's
what
he.
Two different things, but yeah.
In my mind's eye, that's what he looked like.
It looks like the meme image of the resuscitation dummy.
Oh yeah, this kills the man.
Yeah.
It does look like this kills the man. That's a way better joke than "Hey, do you remember this podcast thing that I in my mind's eye? This is what it looked like." But
It's just a little robot. And Kugasaki's like, you guys have a little robot too, huh? What if I fucking blast him up? And then the robot says, bet, and he shoots the panda and he falls over.
And Kay is like cheering, turning off the episode. No need to watch the rest of it.
Good episode, folks. The panda died. But actually, unfortunately, the panda is alive.
I just like, I kind of thought that you might like turn a corner on Panda a little bit with this episode. And the fact that I made you like quintuple down on him being fucking shit from a butt is really funny to me. Like, none of this connected for you. We're gonna deep dive
into the panda situation, but rest assured, it's very concerning to me.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, the robot boy, who, this is also a big problem for me. Everyone calls him Mekamaru, which apparently is just what he told everyone to call him, so that's fine. But he is also a boy who lives in a tub.
Yes.
The boy who lives in a tub, his name is Muda.
Muda Kokichi.
Kokichi. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and call him Muda. And if
I will also call him Muda.
Something, then I'm sorry to him.
No, he calls himself Muda when he's not, like, he refers to, later on, he, like, refers to this robot as Mekamaru.
Yeah,
and he calls himself Muda. He's not the robot, but, he is, like, intentionally obscuring his identity from the rest of his classmates. He's got a complex about it.
He's just, like, doing a drone strike against his classmates with Mekamaru. Alright, so we're gonna call him Muda.
Yeah, Muda.
He is a boy who lives in a tub, and he has a lot of problems.
And he was born with glass bones and paper skin.
Yeah.
And every day, waking up, he breaks every bone in his body.
Yeah. So Muda says the panda is a cursed corpse. We know about this from previously. The principal does these. We'll also learn more about this. But
yeah, Cassie and the little boxing bear from Itadori's training.
So a cursed corpse, the name corpse is not helpful to the understanding of the thing because they're not dead things. They're
not.
Just like a vessel that you can put like a core of energy into, and then it will animate and do your bidding or whatever. No information to be gained from the kanji. Sorry. Does it just also appear to be corpse?
Yeah. It is just cursed corpse. Like those are the words.
All right, well...
It's got the kanji for Noroi Mukudo, which is, Noroi curse, and then Mukudo corpse.
All right, well, Gege, name it better next time. So here's the panda's backstory. We all know Principal Yaga, the man from one episode. We saw him one time. He appeared in the OP under the tree for a while.
He's done a couple of things. He reminded that he is the principal. He yelled at Ajichi.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that scene was good.
I love how, like, on multiple occasions you've been reminded of that scene and, like, audibly laughed at it.
I like it.
It's
and
good.
He put Gojo in a headlock last episode, right?
He did, yeah.
That was good, too. So he's been around. Anyway, he made a cursed corpse that was a baby panda, and it was mutant so that it had feelings and would grow.
Yes.
He doesn't explain why he did this.
Yeah, he's measuring his ability. Listen, when your entire shtick is making these little, like, kind of living doll creatures, you kind of want to, like, see how far you can stretch yourself, and creating intelligent life. I guess he can do that. Intelligent growing life.
And he sent it to murder school.
He made baby panda, and it's the cutest thing in the world. In the manga, there's a little panel of it just going goo goo gaga.
It was cute. I don't think that a baby panda would say goo goo gaga, but I guess it's not a panda. So
maybe fine. A cursed. I mean, an adult panda also would not stand on two legs and talk.
That's what I'm saying.
And wear knuckle dusters.
So true. All right, so that's the panda's backstory. Now we'll go to Muda and see what his backstory is. He lives in a tub. He's been afflicted with a heavenly pact, which he explains to us politely is, God fucks you up and you get powers from it.
Yeah.
So. Here's what his deal is. He lives in this tub of, like, blood goo. There's lots of, like, tubes going into the tub.
It's LCL fluid. He's training for Ava Pilot.
He's slurping. And he doesn't have any legs below the knees. And he doesn't have, like, most of a right arm. And his skin is burned in the sun. And he can't feel his dick. And his skin hurts his body. This is all his problems.
It's rough.
But because of all this problems, pact with God, give him power, very much energy, and able to do drone strike. You win and you lose. So the boy lives in a tub. He's very mad at God and such. I think it's pretty fair of him. He says, like, you stupid cursed corpse, you're having fun outside in the sun and having friends, and I'm a human person alive, and I can't do that, so I hate you. And also, I don't want to be a jujutsu sorcerer. I would trade it all away to be a normal person, but I guess I'll have to do it because it's all I can do, and now I'm gonna kick your ass.
God did this shit to me, so I'm taking it out on you, motherfucker.
Well, you are a creature. You're not even really
you are just a creature.
So it's fine.
Right.
You're nothing to me.
Yeah. Muta has a really low opinion of Panda because to him, like, this is, like, to him, like, the cursed, like Mekamaru is in essence, Mekamaru is the same as a cursed corpse. Like, the robot of Mekamaru, except for it's, like, being manually controlled instead of just being the way that Yagi does it with, is it Yagi or Yaga? Yaga. The way Yaga does it with his, like, okay, I'm gonna just imbue some, like, energy into y'all. Have fun. Go play, kids.
I kind of feel like he, like, orders them around, right?
He does, but it's like a
It's like he's like a robot programmer, kind of, you know? Like, he, like, puts one job into them, and he's like...
Right.
You know,
and,
like he... Like, funny Rick and Morty reference. Like, what is your
like
purpose
funny
in
Rick
life?
to punch you to Yuji.
Yeah. We both knew where we were going with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know.
Oh,
Panda and Mekamaru have a fight for a while.
There was a really good right after Panda gets blasted through the chest and Muta walks out of the forest. There's a really small change from the manga that I really loved. In the manga, Muta is just like, he's gonna be out. He's a cursed corpse. He'll be fine though. He'll just be out for a while. But in the anime, he explicitly only ever says it when talking about Panda, which I think is like he just has an extremely low opinion of this because of a lot of internalized hatred.
I feel the same as him. I would say, like, fairly similar to him.
You just hate the panda.
I mean, it's not a guy. It shouldn't go to school.
But he grew up like a guy.
We'll get into this. Okay. But the panda and Mekamaru do some fighting. Mekamaru has, like, a sword arm transforming thing that, like, becomes spiky, and it's a drill, and he can shoot lasers. There's a lot of flipping, a lot of shooting, a lot of, like...
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. Anime style, like, oh, this guy's technique, his power, wow. And then, like, analyzing, like, oh, he has to charge up his beam, so now I have to do close combat attack. That sort of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Classic anime. So then he does, like, Mekamaru does his big, super large beam. Did it have a special
Albatross
name?
mode. Yeah, he called it Albatross mode. It looks fucking
Albatross
sick.
mode.
He opens
ultimate
his
beam cannon.
Yeah, he like opens his mouth and like a fucking funnel comes out for a beam to explode, and then like he puts his hands on either side of it like to control the width, like the angle at which the blast is coming out of his mouth. It looks sick as hell. I like it. The animation was a little bit reminiscent of the end of the Deku Todoroki fight in season 2 of Hero Aka to me.
Sure. Alright, so he lines up this big beam, and the panda's like, oh shit, this is lined up with Kugasaki, so I can't just dodge out of the way. I'm gonna have to block
I gotta tank this hit. Yep.
Yeah. So he blocks it and, like, melts and explodes, and Muta's like, I'm winner, haha. But then, of course, it's classic anime thing of, oh, you thought you had defeated me from behind the smoke, but look, I'm strong now and powerful. And he's transformed into a new form. Yeah.
He's monkey.
So now He's gorilla, but, like, not... It's like he's a gorilla with, like, a panda skin stretched over it, kind of.
Right. It looks like you fucked up the texture maps in, like, a Zoo Tycoon. You just swapped the panda and gorilla textures in Zoo Tycoon.
Yeah, exactly. So, the panda has a flashback to explain this. In this flashback, he's, like, little baby form, which I... am gonna allow on the record as the voice is very cute, and it's pretty cute.
It is. It's so cute.
So, Yaga explains to little baby Panda that he has an older brother and an older sister, which is like, there's a core that is inside every cursed corpse, and it gives it like its power and motivation kind of thing. But the panda has 3, and he can switch between whichever ones he wants to gain different powers. So he has base panda form, and he has rude gorilla form, and he has girl form, which has already been defeated off screen, which is very typical for shonen anime, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure that I'm excited to see that eventually when that does happen.
Oh, it hasn't even happened. Fantastic.
Okay, I will say that also gorilla mode has not come back. Like Panda really hasn't shown up very much.
Okay. I'm saying fantastic,
he's shown up in the Shibuya incident arc, but like only about as like the. Yeah, like he just hasn't shown up very much. I would love to see the sister and the gorilla come out for Panda's last stand as he is turned into dust by Geto.
I would like to see it.
You say you would like to see it, but I need you to think about how sad Inumaki would be.
Oh no.
You lost
his best friend. I'm thinking about it. Damn it. The Gordian knot of hating the panda so much but loving Inumaki and having to acknowledge that they're best friends is like tearing me apart. There's nothing to do.
I just simply love the panda. It makes my life so much easier.
Sorry to you, but I'm different.
He's funny. He said, "Hey, Muta, do you resent me for being a cursed corpse? I thought we had something in common." Then he looks at the camera and is like, "I'm sad about it."
He did make a funny face and say, "I think that makes me mad." So now he's a big gorilla, and he's like doing a lot of very fast hits and punches, and Muta's like, "Oh fuck, he's destroying Mekamaru. This is bad because now I can't do my attacks and things."
Yeah, and Panda's like, "Oh, did you notice? This is my what's Rillaboom's like G-Max move? That fucking thing."
Fuck, I don't know. I never used it.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know, but he does.
It's not legal. He's got like drumming beat, which like makes his hits have a lot more resonance and like vibrate throughout the body, which probably is like it's probably just a bad matchup for Muta in general.
Yeah, it's a bad matchup.
Because the vibrations will go a lot farther through tin than they will through like flesh and bone.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Probably, it's still probably bad to tank that hit as flesh and bone, but like it's probably worse for a metal body. Oh fuck! Oh piss! My bones.
I couldn't stop to avoid this happening to my bones. Okay, yeah. So basically, the Mekamaru is just like running away while a giant gorilla chases it for a long time. Because the panda is like, the gorilla form takes a lot of energy, so it won't last for very long. So I have to close in and do my super CQC against this robot very quickly. And there's this one thing that happens where like they're on a rooftop, and Mekamaru throws like a roof tile at the gorilla panda, and he uses it as a distraction or something. I wasn't super clear about this strategy.
Like, I think this is like in the manga. This is a little bit more clear because all of the fight scenes in these 2 episodes I felt were like I was looking at the manga side by side as I do as the manga knower, and these fights are like really like stretched out. Like they turn a little into a lot for these fights, and Panda is. It only happens in a couple of panels because what happens is Mekamaru throws the tile. Panda like he breaks the tile, which fucks up Panda's vision, so Panda misses his swing. Mekamaru swings around to the back and tries to blast his core, and then like that happens in a span of like 3 pages.
Okay, well, I guess that was the strategy. And then he's like, I will shoot your super core, and that will turn you off as a cursed corpse. And he does it, and then he's like, the panda, his eyes are like glowing, and then they stop glowing, and he's like, oh, actually it was a trick. I'm a cursed corpse who can fake where my core is by manipulating my energy. And then he blasts Mekamaru to hell.
Yeah.
Also, this is where he has his Okatsu vision, where he's like, humans are so weird. They have conflicting emotions. What could this mean?
Because like he's having a nice heart to heart with Muta, and Muta just being like, Panda just being like, I kind of like, humans are weird, dude. Like listen, if you have a goal, I will help you achieve that goal. And there's this. Listen, I know you hate Panda, but I think the exchange between him and Muta, where Muta's like, would you even, like, want to, like, help me if you saw what I really looked like? And Panda's like, yeah, dude, like, I'm a fucking panda. Have you seen me?
I like this exchange for Muta. It's like nothing to me for the panda. Anyway, he rips his right arm off, and I was like, oh, just like in his real body. Maybe this means something.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. Damn, he did do that.
All right, so, yeah. What I have written here is the panda says Oppression Olympics are fake.
Muta has a sad flash forward here.
Yeah.
A wistful one.
This part made me cry both times I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the panda's like, why are you a jujutsu sorcerer? What do you even want? And then he, like, Muta thinks about, like, what makes him happy, like, all his moments with his friends. He's like, he thinks about, like, Kamo telling him, like, you have to conserve your energy for battle. And Toto is like, only people who know what kind of woman they like are strong fighters or something.
Right. And then
Miwa is like, happy Valentine's Day. I got you obligation battery. And he says, oh, I'm not like that. And then the other girls are laughing because they tricked Miwa.
They did a really mean prank to... They did such a mean prank to Muta.
It's a rude prank, but it's very funny too.
Muta and Miwa is like Miwa being like, oh, here's a Valentine's Day present. It doesn't mean anything. Blushy. It's cute. I'm putting them together for. I'm just saying that I'm putting them together. That totally
wasn't the vibe I got. She says it's obligation. They always do that.
Yeah, true.
She was just trying to be polite, you know, like trying to like get him something that wouldn't leave him out. I thought it was just nice Miwa moments.
It is entirely possible it was nice Miwa moments.
But I can see like him having a crush on her because she did that.
Yeah, I think he has feeling, like, because remember when he has like that vision of him like stepping out of the tub, like just fully clothed, no bandages, and walking up to all the other Kyoto students. He has like a vision of Miwa. Yeah,
Miwa is the one who he sees first, but she is like the nicest one, like the one you would actually want to hang out with.
Right, when he said that last episode when Gojo's like, "Oh, who's the nice girl?" and
nice girl. Yeah, you have to mean like, Miwa. Nice. You can't possibly mean anyone else.
And also in that flash forward, like his vision, we see a character who is only shown up in the last like 5 chapters of the not 5, like the last 10 chapters of the manga. Who shows up? Some like butch with some blonde butch.
Love this cool butch lady. We'll never know her.
You will know her next season.
Oh, wait. I thought you said she hasn't showed up until the last 5 chapters.
The last, like, 10 or so chapters.
Okay, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's the end of it, and he's like, the robot is destroyed on the roof that they were fighting on, so he's like, damn, I guess I'm out of the battle. And Panda's like, yeah, we can be friends if you want, and I can help you out with whatever I can help you out with, I guess, even though you live in a tub, and I don't have any powers, but that's fine. And then he's like, I have to borrow your phone to call my friends. So that's and it pops up like a text that says like Mekamaru retired, forced to retire from the Kyoto Goodwill Exchange event group battle. So then for the Juju Stroll, right before the Juju Stroll, we get the tease for the next episode, which is Maki and Miwa are doing an epic sword versus whatever Maki's
Naginata.
Sure. Fight, and it looks good, and it will continue to look good.
File that information away for about 5 minutes from now when I'm talking about Maki, how fucking cool Maki's Naginata is in this episode.
Alright. So for this Juju Stroll, this one is about Muta, of course, because he was like the main character of the episode.
Muta, not Panda.
Yeah. The Panda was not the main character of the episode. All right, so
the panda and Muta were deuteragonists this episode.
That's not what deuteragonist means.
Okay, they were the 2 main characters of this episode. And I'm sorry, but you have to admit that half of the episode was Panda flashbacks, and you're going to tell me that he was not as much of a main character as Muta was.
Read the Juju Stroll and weep. Is the panda in it? No.
Okay, fine. I'm not going to argue that one. I just pushed my glasses up and put my fingers on the bridge of my nose for a second.
Okay. All right, Juju Stroll. All the Kyoto girls are talking to Mekamaru, being like, hey, can you do this chore for me of taking this to either Toto or Kamo? And he's like, you're giving me a lot of chores. Why is this? And they all think to themselves, like, it's a fucking pain to talk to these guys. Or, in Miwa's case, those guys are very scary to me. And they all say, Mekamaru, we're counting on you, and give him thumbs up. And he's like, oh, well, I guess it's nice that girls are counting on me. And they run away.
Yeah. It's funny. It's cute.
It's pretty funny. But they're also, like, totally using him, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But he is a robot man that they don't know, so I guess it does make sense that you would have him do your chores.
I did like Nishimiya and Mai both being like, well, I don't want to fucking deal, like, it's just a hassle to deal with those guys, and Miwa just being like, they still kind of scare me.
Yeah. But, like,
Kamo is a scary guy. Toto's a scary guy.
The thing they think about Toto is like, oh, go away, I'm watching my big sexy lady show. But the thing they think about Kamo is like he's correcting their grammar or something. And that's like the worst thing that could happen.
It would be pretty fucked up if Kamo Noritoshi corrected your grammar.
Oh, it would kill me.
Okay, so you had do you want to do your segment first, or do we
Sure,
want to
we'll
do
my
the
segment.
corner?
This segment is called Panda on Trial.
All right.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this once and for all. I'm gonna bring up the things about Panda that I think are problematic, and Sarah will tell me yes.
Okay, God.
All right,
I don't have to say yes.
With the Panda.
Okay.
You don't have to say yes. You can give your rebuttal if you'd like, as the member of the defense team. I'm prosecuting the Panda.
Okay, Edward.
Objection. I hate the Panda. No, okay. Number one problem of the Panda for me. So, Principal Yaga made the Panda.
Yes.
It's like a baby. He treats it like a baby. He raises it like a son. You agree with these points?
Yes, he does that. He trains it too. This panda also seems to have an accelerated, because like Yaga seems about the same when baby panda as he does.
He's an old guy. Who can?
He's not that. How old is Yaga? Hold on, I gotta look up how old Yaga is.
If I'm guessing, he's like in his 40s, maybe.
He is 47. Damn.
Yes. Oh, I'm a genius.
Anyways, go on. I agree with all those things.
Okay, so number one, he made and raised this panda. The panda's name is Panda.
Literally not Panda's fault.
But this is problematic, you have to admit.
I will admit it, but not for Panda. You can't levy this against Panda. This is Yaga's fault, if anyone's.
Could you not?
You cannot say this is Panda's fault in any way, shape, or form.
The Panda could very easily say, like, you can call me,
sure,
Choco
but
it's just whatever kind of name.
Yeah, but also, like, we learned in this episode, Panda wa Janai Panda. Or Panda wa Panda Janai. Panda is not a panda. Panda is name. And this is not Panda's fault. Panda could change this if he wanted to, but also he's just vibing. Not Panda's fault.
But
it's not Panda's... I'm not agreeing to that. And I'm also saying it is not Panda's fault that his dad did not give him a name. And it is not his fault that he has decided to just fucking roll with it.
Why did his dad not give him a name? He gave the other one's names.
I don't know. It's bad parenting, for sure. 100% Yaga made a mistake there. But you cannot bring that as your lead evidence in the trial of why Panda is problematic. He had literally nothing to do with his naming.
Okay. The next thing is the panda was wearing a diaper for a long time. Again,
I would argue that that's Yaga's fault.
This is Panda's also not Yaga's fault. Maybe Yaga's Panda's on trial. Damn.
What else you have for your trial against Panda?
The next thing I don't like about the panda is the hands.
Okay, I do not have the same hatred for them, but I can respect you.
It's like
he does have meaty human hands,
and they're like long and pointy for some reason.
Yeah,
it's not the way a panda's hands look. I guess this one is technically Yaga's fault as well, but
yeah, bad panda making.
He made their panda wrong.
Maybe the panda looked right when it was small, but then like as it grew up and everything scaled up, he was just like,
fingers stretched out. Oh fuck! I made this panda wrong.
It's like the cursed corpse equivalent of when you flip a drawing over on the horizontal axis. Or flip a drawing over the vertical axis. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you have so far brought 0 for 3 on reasons why Panda's problematic. Let's go to the 4th.
All right, the next one is I don't think he should be going to the school.
Again.
He's not a person. I guess it's not clear how old he is. Do you think he's like the same age as the kids or no?
I'm not really sure. They kind of leave that intentionally vague, but like I also do not think that is like I don't think it's Panda's fault. Like Panda is like a much more a living thing than any of Yaga's other creations. And again, even if I didn't think this is still Yaga's fault. Like if I did think this was a bad thing, this is again Yaga's fault. But like if Yaga did truly like raise him as a baby, look at this cute little panda that I'm not going to name, my little baby son who I love with all my heart, not going to name, I'm going to give you some knuckle dusters though. You want that kid to get socialized, you put that kid in a school. You give that kid friends. You give that kid a social life.
And you put him in the school where you raise like child soldiers to die.
Yes. Again, Yaga's fault.
I just think the whole situation is 1, very creepy, and 2...
It's Yaga's like, you have not brought a single thing here. I can understand why you are disquieted by Panda, but literally none of the things you have brought here are his fault.
I will say it's not his fault, but it's still, like, very weird and creepy.
Panda has friends. Maki and Inumaki are his friends, and like he's not gonna just be like, you know what, guys, this is kind of weird. Bye, I'm out. See ya. And then just like, what's he gonna do? Just like fucking, what does he eat? Does he need to sleep?
He definitely doesn't eat or sleep. I'm not really sure if he learns things. Probably.
He learns things. He definitely learns things. You saw him learn things in the fight with Muta.
Yeah. I'm not really sure if he has a goal for himself. I'd be interested to know that. I guess I'm just like very disquieted by like not understanding the panda's inner workings. So it makes him seem like a very
evil.
Concerning, like a very concerning and possibly evil sort of character. Because if you don't understand a character's motivations, then it's hard to trust them, I think.
Well, I be that as it may, I am throwing your case out the window here.
That's fair.
Literally just closing the middle of the folder and just frisbeeing it out the closest window.
I mean, you weren't the judge, so I don't think you have the right to do that, but I do think that it's fair that you did it.
I really enjoy. Like, I kind of hate Yaga now. Like, I love Panda.
Yeah, Yaga's fucked up.
Yaga made some mistakes.
He made a baby and sent it to murder school.
He made a baby. He didn't name it. I don't think Panda shits, so he kind of put that thing in the diaper just like for his own. Like this is like having a baby kind of thing. Like it's the equivalent of like putting like when you have to fucking like take care of a bag of flour for a week in high school, and then you put that in a diaper.
Yeah. See, this was like an Ace Attorney trial because we had like a defendant that turned out to not be the one accused that actually did the crime, and we found the real person who did the crime, which was Yaga.
I'm glad that you love Panda now.
I don't, because his hands are still like that. But
okay,
we'll hate Yaga more.
I wish we could have had this trial before you watched that episode 3 times. You might have enjoyed it a bit more if you didn't just say, "Oh, I hate the panda for reasons that are Yaga's fault." He literally hit Mechamaru with his big fat dump truck ass, and it was great.
I mean,
we didn't talk about that.
It's not like I watch an episode and be like, "Oh, I hate this character, so I'll hate everything I see." I watch the episode and I take in the information, and then I make choices and like thoughts about them. And when I was looking at the panda, I wasn't liking him. So it's not like I was like, oh, I don't like this character. He just didn't do things that I liked, and he did things that I didn't like. I don't like his personality.
That's fair. I will say the one problematic thing I will say about Panda is that Panda produced a chart of the rankings of all of the Kyoto Tokyo students, and like all the women were at the bottom except for Nishimiya, who was like in grade 2.
Yeah.
And, like, Maki is at the bottom because of a technicality and her family, like, getting involved in her home life. But, like, Miwa and Kugasaki and Mai, thank you, are all, like, just hovering in, like, grade 3. And all the boys are further up the chart.
He should have Maki higher up, I think. Well, like, we'll get into this. But, like, she's grade 4 because of bureaucracy. So, like, if Panda's doing the grading, she should be higher.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah, he's problematic for sexism. Case closed. Let's get into the next episode.
The case is still open, but we're going to talk about the next episode, Group Battle 3. This one just cold opens with the OP, and then we get a little flashback of Mai wearing a tracksuit and talking to Miwa. They're both wearing tracksuits.
Yeah, they're doing a little training.
Yeah, Miwa's got a ponytail, and it's adorable.
The ponytail is so cute. Miwa. We love Miwa.
I was a Miwa enjoyer when I read the manga, but now doing this podcast, watching this show, I am a Miwa lover. Miwa is perfect. I will protect her, but she doesn't really need it. If anything, I would probably need Miwa to protect me. But, like, you go, kid. I'm gonna pack your lunch, make it for you tomorrow. I'm gonna take you to McDonald's. Whatever you want, kid.
Very, very much of the time, I will go on the record as saying I love an anime son. I love a son, but this is an anime daughter that I can really get into.
This is an anime daughter I can get in. There's so many daughters in this show for me. I just, like, Miwa is a daughter. Kugasaki is a daughter. Maki is a daughter. They're all my kids.
The other ones don't really have daughter vibes to me. They're just, like, cool girl. Like, I'm like, hell yeah, I like to see her. But Miwa, like, oh, that's my daughter.
That's true. You're fair. You're valid for that. But Mai is just doing her stretches and was like, okay, Miwa, you're gonna fight Maki. She's weak, she's cringe, she can't see curses, she eats hot chips, she lies, she's grade 4, you're gonna have an easiest time in the world. And then Iori is just like, all right, let's go. And Miwa just, like, leans back and is like, oh, that's nice. I'm glad I have an easy fight.
That's why she's so relatable. Like, oh, fuck yes, I get an easy job. I'm so happy.
Miwa, like, it's like we go back into where the fight is happening, and Miwa is like, Mai, what the fuck? This bitch is so strong.
She's like, stupid Mai.
Stupid Mai. Like, Maki is doing, like, a fucking, like, she swings the polearm or the Naginata and, like, flips it over herself and just, like, swinging. And Miwa, she's like, I can't fucking get a word in. I cannot get a fucking sword in edgewise here.
Yeah.
And That joke would have done numbers on Tumblr in 2015.
Yeah.
I just want to say for the record.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I have the shorter weapon, so I should want to close in, but I can only, like, dodge and parry just barely.
Yeah, because Maki is so fucking strong. And so she is, Miwa is just losing to range, and the way the Naginata is animated, like, the animation in this episode is just fucking.
Oh yeah.
But the Miwa Maki fight is so fucking good. Just, like, seeing them fucking swing at each other, and they get Miwa gets knocked off a cliff and falls into a river, but she's fine.
Yeah.
She had an aura of cursed energy around her. It's fine, and she gets Maki, like, jumps down from the cliff and, like, tries to, like, stab right where Miwa is, and Miwa, like, jumps away very closely. And then she's like, okay, I'm going to do my simple domain again. And she explains her simple domain. It's 2.21 meters, which is, if it was, I need, like, an extra 0.22 meters on that, really, for that sweet spot.
Female regulation volleyball on that.
Right. But she just explains, like, anything that comes in here, on reflex, I can just swing at it, and it will hit sometimes, but it shows a clip of Itadori jumping over and dodging it. And she also talks about how fast her Bato sword drawing is. They don't say Bato, but it's in the manga.
Draw.
Yeah, the quick draw. It's really cool. She it, like, envelops the blade in cursed energy to propel it out of the sheath faster. It's very much as I'm smiling and nodding at Akutami's physics and just saying, yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, it makes sense. It's like shooting a bullet, but the bullet is a sword.
Exactly. There you go. But then Maki is like, oh, okay, so she's stancing up, huh? Okay, so she probably wants me to get in close and knock my weapon away. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to break my fucking spear in half over my leg, throw part of it, and then throw a kunai behind it, and then come swinging, and then make Miwa deflect both of those, then come swinging in with the top half of my Naginata, grab Miwa's sword, and throw Miwa away.
Yeah, because if you move her feet, her domain breaks.
Yeah, her domain is only effective if for her feet being planted where they were when she started the domain. And Miwa is just like, she makes a really good face. It's like, you stole my sword.
Jesus, give it back.
Yeah, she says, give it the back.
Yeah,
my sword. In my hands now. And then we go to like a crow. We just like we see a crow watching them, and we go through the crow's eye into the viewing room where all the adults are watching, and we meet Mei Mei, who loves money. New character,
she's a
Mei
lady
Mei
with a big white braid in front of her face.
I don't know how she manages in her day-to-day, honestly.
I mean, she's looking through the eyes of birds, so she doesn't have to use her normal human eyes.
You know what? She's right. You know what? You're right about that. She doesn't need human eyes. She can just look through bird eyes. And she has like a bit of a conversation with Gojo. Gojo's like, oh, always obsessed with money, aren't you? And she's like, of course I am. I don't give a shit about anything that doesn't involve money. Money makes this world go round.
She says money rules everything around me.
Yeah, she says Mareem.
And then she like kind of explains her powers, which is like she shares her senses with animals, so she's just a warg.
Yeah.
But she can also put her warging up on the big screen, which is nice of her.
Yeah. Gojo says something about Maki should be second grade at this point, at the very least. And so Maki should be grade 2, but the Zenin family is interceding and making it hard for them to actually do their like, you know, promotion. Yeah. And it's fucked up. I don't like the Zenin family. I'm gonna come out and say it. Controversial opinion.
Damn.
The Zenin clan fucked up.
But how cool their pants are.
My does have those drop crotch pants is the thing.
We'll get to the pants. But yeah, they talk about how like Gojo's like, we can't see Itadori on the big screen. What's up with that? And Mei's like, you know, the will of birds, very fickle. And Gojo's like, oh, so the old guy paid you, huh? Okay.
I did miss that, right? Because that's what it gets into, like, oh, so you're doing this shit for money, huh? What kind of dealings you got yourself into? And that's when she's like, oh, money rules everything around me, buddy. Mm-hmm. And then Gojo's like, well, I'm kind of... Gojo makes the German face at the camera and says, when the Gakuganji is sus. Because he's very suspicious of Gakuganji.
Some Gakuganji, because you're epic.
And then a piece of paper on the wall explodes, and we get an explanation of how the results are being tracked. Because there's that one big second
Yeah, did
grade...
you forget there's like a mini game going on here, and you're not just supposed to kick the shit out of another child?
Right. Like, who says... I think Kugisaki and Nishimiya touch on that briefly. Kugisaki's like, why are... Like, this is a game, isn't it? But we just get an explanation, which is that there's 12 or like there's 10
there's 10
smaller.
In the big one.
Yeah, there's 10 in the big one. If a Kyoto student takes out a small guy, if a Kyoto student takes out a small fry, which is just represented by Toto punching a fly head, the flame will burn blue. If a Tokyo student does it, the flame will burn red, which is represented by Itadori punching a Flyhead, and then we see a Flyhead get run over by a car, and Ijichi says, since Maki is in here and she does not have any cursed energy of her own, we simply, if anything is unmarked, if anything dies without cursed energy, we will also mark that as Maki. It was very fun to see the little Flyhead get hit by a car.
Wow, that's fucked up of you to say.
And then we get like, we just like get a quick cut to Panda just like smacking a small fry curse and just being like, lucky.
Yeah,
and
it was like it didn't fight him at all.
Yeah, that's the small fries. Because we already see that there's another one on that wall that's like been exploded already. That's the spider head the spider one that Toto punched a hole in.
Yeah. So literally no one is like trying to play the game at all.
No, nobody is except for Panda, who's just like, oh, cool. I listen. I beat my guy. I'm gonna go do some hunting for this backup plan.
Technically, Inumaki probably is trying to do the game, but he hasn't succeeded yet. It would seem.
Yeah. And then we get one of my favorite fights in the manga thus far. Like, I've been waiting for this fight to be animated since like October, and I'm really, really happy with how it came out. The one thing that, like, I will say, so we'll get into this. This is the fight of Nishimiya versus Kugisaki, and we see that, like, Nishimiya is doing wind magic to, like, blast up a fucking storm of debris into Kugisaki's face, and then, like, sneaks the broom behind her and smacks her in the face with it, and is like, and Kugisaki's like, how dare you hit my perfect face? And then Nishimiya does, like, I don't get what the fuck Nishimiya is saying here. Like, it's just like I get what she's saying. Top. Right, but the thing is, she's saying women, she's not even saying, like, we talked last night, you said that, like, so basically what she says is that, like, the Jujutsu Society is very patriarchal, they want women to be perfect, they, like, you know, a scar on the face is great for a man, but terrible for a woman, and it's like, last night we were talking about how she's kind of, like, giving it, like, lean-in ideology here, but, like, she doesn't even say that, like, she doesn't even say, like, and thus we should, like, prescribe to this.
Yeah, she's just kind like, of, damn, we live in a society.
Right, and it's just like, I don't really get, and then she just starts talking about how Mai is, like, expected to be perfect, and I guess this is all just, like, her talking about reasons why she's in love with Zen and Mai, which, like, I'm here for it.
Like, good for you, honey, but, like, you don't have to worry about,
you don't gotta couch it in this.
The gross old men in society, you know?
Like
you have a magic broom.
Like, it would be, like, I would not agree with her, and I would not like it either if she was, like, the men, we, like, you know, if she was, like, Jujutsu Society is like this, it prioritizes looks, and as such, I don't swing very hard, and I just look beautiful. Like, if she said that, I feel like that would at least be, like, a cohesive thing that I extremely disagree with, but she just kind of says, like you said, we live in a society, and then just kind of, like, says, okay, and now we fight about it, and then it's weird. I don't know.
It's also pretty rude of her to say the thing about the Scarface when that's her teacher.
Oh, God, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Oh, wow. Damn. Why would you say that about Iori?
She's watching it on the TV. She heard you say that.
She heard you say that. Oh, my God. But she gets extremely gay for Mai and is like, you would not understand the perfection that is expected of Zen and Mai, being a member of the Zenin clan. For starters, the most important thing of a Zenin family member is to carry on the curse technique bloodline. You must
inherit the Zenin clan's technique. Who knows what this could be? Perhaps it's summoning a puppy.
You must inherit the Zenin clan's technique, and so. That's just saying from the jump, okay, you are fucking useless to this clan. And then also the clan is extremely sexist, so the women get, like, it's like the opposite of golf, where, you know, how there's, like, the men, you have, like, a 400-yard hit, and then the women tee up at the 350. It's the opposite of that. The women have to go tee off at the 600 meter mark. And then, the women are just cringe and fail to the Zenin clan, and so Mai and Maki are double fucked as a result of A, not having curse technique, and B, being women. And, like, I agree it's fucked up, but, like, what are you, I don't know what you're trying to say here, Nishimiya.
Yeah, like, Nishimiya, she has an idea. She doesn't really have, like, a thesis, though.
I feel like this is like me doing feminism in, like, 8th grade of, like, damn, this is so fucked up. End of sentence.
Damn, what if this happened? Bad, I guess.
But in the middle of all this, like, she's still, like, they're still, like, fighting, and Kugisaki's, like, launching a bunch of nails at Nishimiya, and not really hitting, coming kind of close, but just more like, just, you know, she's not hitting, she's not connecting on anything.
They're, like, landing in all the trees around them.
Yeah. And Nishimiya is like, oh, I wish I could go harder here, but I have to be worried about Inumaki. And we get a flashback to Kamo just being like, just guard your ears and head with curse energy, forehead.
Guard your forehead.
Guard your forehead. And Nishimiya is like, well, I mean, like, he's like, it's a threat of activation kind of thing that I'm working with here. Like, I have to be on alert even if he's not even here. So just by me knowing about him makes it that much harder. And then Kugisaki's like, hey, you done fucking talking about Mai, and blast her with some more nails. Yeah, this is, Nishimiya, this is when she starts talking about Mai and Maki's history, and is like, think about the things that Mai has gone through, and you want to think about that with the stupid ass brain that you use to say that curse Itadori Yuji is your friend, and Kugisaki gets really fucking mad about that, and Kugisaki is like, fuck you, shut the fuck up. Just because you're sad doesn't mean that you've got carte blanche to do what they want. And that's the same thing that Panda said to Muta when Muta was like, I've got a glass bones and paper skin, and Panda was like, that sucks, dude, but like that doesn't mean you can like just fucking do what you want. Like, I'm sorry, I
like the way Kugisaki phrases it better, where it's like, even if a person has a hard life or a good life, like whatever, you should judge them by the kind of person they are, like. Mai and Maki had the same upbringing, but I like Maki and I hate Mai because one of them is nice and one of them is
Maki.
rude.
She literally says, I love Maki. They made it gayer than the manga. The manga just says, I really like Maki, who had that same upbringing, but I hate Mai. In the anime, she says, I hate Mai, who had that upbringing, but I love Maki, who had that same one. I'm just saying they have made Kugisaki gayer in the anime again and again and again, and I'm really just hoping that in like a month or two from now, there will be a chapter out when Kugisaki and Maki do like get together or something. And I know that I am like, I'm doing the equivalent of that Tumblr blog that was like looking at Star versus the Forces of Evil or whatever that show was called, and saying, oh, they're going to definitely make this main character a trans girl. But I am really just hoping, and I'm putting this out into the universe and saying that there will be canonically gay Kugamaki in my future.
I'm simply nodding. Like, it's all there, folks.
It's all there, and especially the way that like the anime has been doing things in lockstep with the manga. There was like a big Kugisaki moment in Shibuya Incident that was like the exact same week that came out during at the same time as episode 3 of the anime. Like, when Kugisaki showed up. Like, they're working together. They're making her gayer in the anime so that she can be gay in the manga. And I'm saying this is happening.
I think it's just true is the thing.
It's just true. But she remembers Sari because she's like, well, that bitch was so nice despite what all the shit that happened to her, and I care her so much. And then she's like, and also get Itadori's name out of your fucking mouth. That guy is my friend, and I need you to think about the fact that is a friend before you're trying to fucking kill him. And then Kugisaki says, why do we gotta be perfect? Is your entire fucking life a job? And then she says, curse technique hairpin, and explodes all of the nails that have landed in the trees around where Nishimiya was dodging. And it's fucking sick as hell. There's like a 3-second shot of like a Dutch angle from behind Kugisaki, like panning around, and just all these explosions of curse energy are happening all over the forest. It looks so fucking sick. And Nishimiya is running away from all these hairpin explosions, and Kugisaki fucking, like, she does a fucking, like, this feels like a mechanic in a platformer game. She, like, shoots a nail into a tree, and then, like, jumps off of it, jumps up, grabs Nishimiya's, like, a bristle off Nishimiya's broom, and then is like, alright, this should be enough, and she said, I love looking pretty. I love myself when I'm wearing dresses and looking pretty. I love myself when I'm being strong. Shut the fuck up about boys and girls. I'm Kugisaki Nobara, and does the straw doll technique with the little like bristle from Nishimiya's broom and makes it fall out of the sky. And this is one of my favorite Kugisaki moments. Like, it's just so good. She said fuck me to gender.
And then she got shot and fell over and died.
That happens. Listen, that hasn't happened yet. She has to get out the squeaky hammer first. But she did. Can we experience the epic high of Kugisaki saying "fuck gender" before we experience the low of her getting shot by Mai from a mile away?
She did say, "I'm non-binary lesbian," and then Nishimiya said, "Wow, you're like, no binary? Like you have no binary?"
That's poggers. Let me see. I'm gonna try and find the manga. I'm gonna find the manga quote real quick. I just had it pulled up. Yeah, here we go. Boys versus girls? Give me a break. Just shut the hell up. I love dressing up and looking beautiful. I love being strong. I'm Kugisaki Nobara, and it just fucking rules. I love her. I love her so much. So the broom falls out of the sky, and this is when Kugisaki has her opportunity to strike, but she's like, well, if I use my metal hammer, that'll probably just fucking kill her. So instead, and she pulls out a fucking, like, Amy Rose ass, this colored, like, squeaky hammer, and just bonks Nishimiya on the head with it a bunch, and it, like, squeaks. And then before she goes in for the last blow, she gets plugged in the head with a rubber bullet by Mai from 2,000 feet away.
And dies instantly. Kugisaki Nobara forced to retire.
Kugisaki Nobara forced to retire. And then Maya's like, oh, that shot fire. I'm so glad that shot hit. Yay! Woohoo!
Yippee!
And then we get our mid-card, our eye catch. We get back from the eye catch, and Nishimiya's on the phone with Mai, and is just like, yeah, it was just a rubber bullet. She'll be fine, just out for a little while. I need you to get back up in the skies, patrol the area. And there's a slight change in the from the manga to the anime that I liked the manga version more. You know how I am. But in the anime, Mai says, we're all in trouble without you, like, watching the skies. But in the manga, Mai just says, hey, please get back in the skies. I need you. Like, she literally just says, I need you. And that makes there's like a little thing afterwards where, like, Nishimiya is like, Mai is like, I know. All right, I'll talk to you later. And I don't know what that exchange was supposed to be, but the manga version makes me add a lot more gay to it than the anime version does. I'm still adding gay to the anime version. Like, it was definitely Nishimiya about to say, I love you, Mai, but getting cut off for whatever reason, because Mai is internalized homophobia central. God, can you imagine how much the Zenin clan would hate it if she was a woman, B had no cursed techniques, and C was a dyke?
I don't know if they care about what the servants do.
They certainly care. I think they would not like it. They don't like them.
I think, like, I don't know if they, like, expect the servants to also try to carry on the line. Like, I don't know if that's how the genetics of it works or not.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's true. If I'm being honest, the genetics are a little bit. I was just more going for a homophobia angle instead of a propagating the bloodline angle. But that also makes sense. The propagating the bloodline angle there.
Yeah, like, I'm just trying to think of it like within the universe. Like, why would they care if you're gay unless they care if you have a baby?
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. I just also think that the Zenin family is a bit homophobic. They just have the vibe. Listen, there is a reason that Mai and Maki are both estranged from the Zenin clan, and it's not because they have cringe jujutsu, and it's not because they're women. It's because they're gay, and the Zenin clan is homophobic.
You can say it if you want.
Wow, you're not backing me up that the Zenin clan is homophobic.
I mean, I just like to base things on, like, stuff, but you can say
except for when you launch a court case against Panda and then come to the conclusion, oh, it was Yaga all along.
Clearly, I was basing it on a lot of stuff, and I was willing to accept the new thing that we found based on the evidence.
Okay, fine. This is a stupid argument to be having about the homophobic level of the Zenin clan. Where was I?
It's time for Mai and Maki fight.
Yes, okay. Because Mai gets off the phone with Nishimiya, and Maki's like, "Oh, you want to just call her over? I'll 2v1. I don't give a shit." And Mai's like, "No, I really want to just savor the feeling of this 1v1. No, fucking 1v1, no items, Fox only Final Destination that we've got coming, Maki."
1v1 and then Maki is like, Baron Pit, Maki.
Take me to Maki, you and I are going to go one-on-one in the magma chamber. The magma chamber is what Mai gets when she fires her gun inside of Jogo's domain curse domain. Thank you. But and then Maki says, "Why don't you call me older sister for once?" She says, "Call me One-chan," which is cute. But I did actually want to look this up because I would have bet money that Maki was younger than Mai by like a year. I could have sworn Mai was a third year.
They're twins.
Yeah.
Sarah, they're
twins. Don't ask me. Don't say these things to me.
Sarah, they're twins. Okay, I can't get on your ass too much about this though, because I was looking at Miya Atsuma's birthday and I said, I wonder when his brother's birthday is.
That's pretty good. No, that's pretty good.
They're twins. Same birthday.
They are twins. No, that can't be right. No. They're not. Wow, what the... Why are they... I could swear Maya's a third year. What the fuck? Oh, no, I think I was confused because Maya is a grade 3 sorcerer, not a third year sorcerer. Toto's a third year. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, they are twins.
They are twins is the thing. And Maki went to school first, so there's no way that Maya could be, like, ahead of her in school.
So they start, they're about to fight, and then we get like a cutaway to like before the whole event started. Panda, Kugasaki, and Itadori are standing behind like a corner and looking at Maki, and Kugasaki asks Itadori, what do you think of Maki? And Itadori just has a moment like, oh, she's gonna be pissed no matter what I say. And then like in a really like monotone voice, he just says like, I think she's a very wonderful person who I think is a very talented. And Kugisaki's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, as like a sorcerer. And he's like, yeah, okay,
oh,
yeah,
thank
sure.
God.
Yeah.
She's tall with a fat ass. Wait, no, no.
Sorry, I need a second. But Itadori's like, I don't know much about Jujutsu at this point in my life, but like she seems strong as shit. Like even the way she walks is like scary as hell. And Kugisaki's like, yeah, but she is kind of scary. She's grade 4, but she's, and Itadori's like, yeah, wait, what? And she's like, oh yeah, the Zenins are being pieces of shit. They, she's not a big enough name in the Jujutsu Society for the other people to actually care about her getting stopped by her shit ass family. But if she wins this event, then there'll be a big enough name that the Zenins can't exactly swoop in and say, do not give her that promotion this time.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they hadn't explained why they were doing it all for Maki, but now they have.
Yeah. They are doing it all for Maki. They gotta win this one for her. That's cute. I didn't catch that. And then Kugisaki explains that Maki like dipped out on the Zenin clan, and despite the fact that she is like an extremely powerful, extremely potent like sorcerer, the Zenin clan is basically like double jeopardy. Once they've thrown something away, they never want to revisit it. So they have thrown her away, and despite the fact that she is fucking kicking ass, they don't want her, and they want to stifle her growth also, which is nasty of them. Then we get Mai versus Maki, and Maki is like breaking line of sight, dashing in and out. She cuts the branch that Mai is stanced up on with her 6-shooter, and then kicks Mai in the tummy, and this gives Mai a flashback to Mai Maki baby moments, where
they were the babies of the OP.
They were the little babies in the OP, and they're so cute, and it's we get this little flashback of Mai and Maki being like, "Come on, Mai, we're gonna be late," and Mai being like, I can't. There's a scary curse there. And Maki doesn't have glasses at this point. Still can't see the cursed spirits. And I was like, well, close your eyes and hold my hand, and I'll guide you, and we'll do this together. And if you can't see them, it's just like they're not there. And it's so cute.
It's cute that they like. It's not the way that anime usually does it, where the child version of a character has the exact same hair, so you can tell. But
they don't have the same color.
Yeah, but they're, like, similar enough that you can tell it's them, but, like, different enough that they actually look like children, which I really like.
Yeah, it's good. And then we get, like, a flash forward a couple of years from there, where this is the day that Maki leaves the Zenin family, and we meet, you don't know this guy's name, right? He gets a title card in the manga.
Drunk Father Zenin. I don't know.
Yeah, he gets a title card in the manga. His name is Naobito, Zenin Naobito. He's the patriarch of he's like the 17th head of the Zenin family. And Maki is like, well, I'm leaving, but I'll be back someday. And Naobito is like, why the fuck would you ever come back? And she says, because I'm going to be the next fucking head of the Jujutsu clan. She fucking Naruto's, stakes her claim in the ground.
She does.
And
she looks fresh to death doing it. Let's talk about her outfit for a little bit.
Her yukata is so fresh.
I don't think it's a yukata. It's pants.
Is it not? Is she wearing?
It's big pants. It's those big like samurai pants. I don't know what they're called. Hakama, maybe? Yeah, hakama.
Yeah, that is what she's wearing. Sure. You're right. But she looks she
cool.
looks fresh to death in it. She's got those those big round glasses like you've got.
Yeah.
She doesn't have those glasses normally, right? Yeah, she's got like the little rectangle
she has
ones
the
normally.
little frames, yeah.
Yeah. But before she had round frames. She has round frames in volume 0 too.
Oh yeah, maybe she just got these new ones.
Yeah, new glasses goofing. So Maki's on her way out being like, fuck y'all, I hate this place, I quit, but I'm gonna come back and take over this place in a while. And now Bito's like, I'll make your life hard as shit. And Maki's like, I don't give a fuck. And then he's like, I'll do it to Mai too. And Maki's like, you leave her out of this. She has nothing to do with it. And she walks out, and we see that Mai has been listening the whole time, and Mai just says...
She's also got pants.
Yeah, Mai's also got pants. I can't believe I missed their pants, but I'm just too busy looking at Mai's drop crotch pants.
Those pants are good, too.
They are such good pants. And then Mai is just, like, sitting there outside, and is like, liar, about a thing, about not about a thing that we'll get to in a short minute. Mai is there's a really fun thing in here of like both of them like preparing for the next part of the fight, because like Mai reloads her gun and Maki is like taking cover behind a tree with like a thing she's preparing to throw, and Mai takes this really long inhale,
the classic shooter
exhale
thing of like, oh, I'm gonna shoot on the heartbeat kind of thing.
Yeah, and then Maki does the same thing but just like has a really big inhale and then just and like throws the thing, and we get like she like throws a little stick, and that like makes Mai shoot at it, and we get like a first person shooter view from Mai's POV. Maki like runs around and dodges around a lot, and but then she like runs out of the trees and jumps down and is about to fucking slice with, because she's got Miwa's katana still. We didn't mention that, but it. Yeah. And she like is about to swing down, and Mai's like, I've hated you, and in her monologue she said, that's why I never told you about my first love or my technique, and she fires a 7th shot out of her 6th shooter, and we get a little explanation of the bullet stops right in front of Maki's face, and we get an explanation that she like what her technique is construction. She can make 1 bullet a day. Like she has like she is like amplifying her gun with curse juice a little bit, but she's not like, she has no technique except for to create that bullet out of thin air, and it doesn't like vanish when someone's like, the way that like, you know, when Fushiguro takes a hit, like his buppies do not stick, well, his buppy does not stick around. But this bullet just stays. This bullet stays. But the thing is, despite this being incredible, I love this shit too, because the narration, I think it's Udahime is doing the voiceover, talking about how the 6 shooter makes an incredible bluffing weapon for that 7th shot, because it's so obvious how, like, you know, everyone knows to count shots. You know, everyone's seen Dirty Harry, and I think that's cool. I love that shit.
Yeah, it's smart.
But unfortunately, Maki is fucking overpowered, because Maki just says, okay, I'm just gonna grab this bullet.
She's like the fucking hand meme, just like grabbing, you know?
Yeah.
It's fun for me just to grab a bullet.
Plus my pants. And my cool ass mullet. Oh, I'd love to see Maki with a mullet. And then there's Mai is like, that was Mai's last ditch effort. And
yeah, she's like instantly has a nosebleed and is dying on the ground.
Yeah, but then there's we get like some voiceover, and this is the fight is completely added for the anime, not in the manga, and I really like this stuff of like Mai just like swinging at Maki with like she knows that she is completely outgunned, if you'll forgive the pun, in terms of like strength and everything, but she is still just like swinging recklessly at Maki with like the heel of her gun and just like trying to hit her, and Maki's just like effortlessly dodging out of the way, bonks her on the back of the neck with the katana, and Mai gives us some explanation about how Maki has basically like Muda's heavenly restriction, where she was
reverse Muda here is what we're dealing with, folks.
She was supposed to be born with a cursed technique, but instead she got superhuman physical capabilities, and the Zen family hated it, and also Mai doesn't have it, and she hates that, and so she hates Mai, or she hates Maki.
She hates Mai, if we're honest here.
Yeah, she hates Mai. Mai has some. Oh, I was talking with a friend the other night about this. That a lot of Maki and Mai's rivalry feels very much like the way that toxic family structures really just fuck with toxic family structures bleed into everything. I think that this is a really good thing of it. Like the Zenin clan is fucked up, and it fucked up these two perfectly good sisters' relationships. They were friends. They held hand.
They did held hand.
Yeah.
I would be a lot more sympathetic to Mai if she wasn't like shit talking Maki whenever she got the chance.
Oh yeah,
if she's I hate you because you have a power that I don't, and I'm so upset. Like, you're a bitch to her all the time.
Listen, hatred manifests in strange and fascinating ways. She's lashing out. Listen, I'm not trying to make excuses for her. I'm just trying to say that this bitch has depression and needs to start seeing a therapist and needs to work on her coping mechanisms, because all she does is lash out. And all she does is she lashes out at Maki, and she tells Miwa to give Mekamaru batteries.
Sarah, if shonen characters got therapy, there would be no shonen.
You got me there. I can't argue with that one. But so Mai has been defeated, like gets clapped on the back of the neck with the back of Miwa's katana, and Maki is like, so I think this is all settled. Wouldn't you agree? I don't have to like do any more to you. You're not winning this. And Mai says, why did you leave? And Maki is like, to go to Jujutsu school? You did too. But Mai explains that she never wanted to be a Jujutsu sorcerer. She only like followed because she felt it was mandatory to do so, because she and Maki, if Maki could become a Jujutsu sorcerer with all of the hardships that Mai faced, Mai had no excuse to not, and so she felt that she needed to keep up, and she gets mad at Maki here because she didn't stay in the hole with her, which is like, I'm not applauding her, because this bitch has depression and again needs to work on it with a therapist, and I know if there was therapists there would be no shonen, I know, but I just like, I don't know. I like this. Just like this does feel like real. This has been me at my most depressed. Like, why didn't you fall down the hole with me? And but then my Maki is just like, I would have hated myself for that shit if I had. I'm sorry. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then we
it doesn't have anything to do with you, Mai. Like, you're being very self-centered and annoying.
Right. And Mai is a flawed character as such.
Yeah.
We love characters with flaws, don't we? Who can grow and build on them and not have those flaws anymore.
Yeah, we love characters with flaws who will definitely show up in the show again.
Oh, she'll be back. She has shown up,
but worked on her flaws.
I don't know. She hasn't. The Kyoto kid, like.
Oh, you just saw her from far away.
Like the thing is that after this arc, I explained this to you, but like the Kyoto kids just kind of go away for the most part, except for like they've shown up in the most very recent chapters, and they showed up in like a one chapter thing in the middle of Shibuya incident, but they have not really shown up otherwise. Like the next arcs are just free of them, excluding Toto. Toto has a big presence in Shibuya incident, but that's later. That's season 2. Mm-hmm. Mai will get her time. She'll work on her stuff and she'll get it out. She'll get it. But we get this flashback of Maki leading Mai by the hand as babies, and Mai just being like, "Oh, don't promise you won't let go. Promise you won't leave me behind." And Maki being like, "I won't. I promise." And Mai being like, "Liar again." And she needs to work. She needs to work on herself. She needs to work on her relationship with her sister. She needs to build these. She needs to build these things. She needs to build back better. She needs to take a page from Joe Biden's book and build back better.
I think she needs to examine her self-worth for a little bit, honestly, because she may not have the Zenin family clan of what I assume is Summon Puppy, but she can create matter out of nothing, which I think is pretty good.
It's pretty, if I could just, focus really hard and make a bullet happen, that would be sick.
I think she can probably make other stuff, too, right?
I think currently her limit is a bullet. I imagine she could construct something of about similar complexity and size, but, not much more. But you know what? You got to hone that skill. Arc, I bet, in the next arc, I better see her make...
skill to make something out of just your energy. That's incredible.
I do want them to expand on Mai. I do want Akutami to expand on Mai as a sharpshooter, with different weaponry that she has this jujutsu technique bandolier of ammo that she can just I don't know. I'm just imagining her like rolling up with an empty RPG launcher and just like focusing really like she's doing that one. You know that one image of like a guy with his hands on the side of his head and it looks like there's like a piece of pizza that's been dropped in the air right in front of him and it looks like he's levitating it. Yeah. Like I'm just imagining her doing that pose, but like making a rocket like out of thin air, and I really want to see her do that.
She could do it. She can make the like hollow nose bullets that are illegal. She can make whatever. Yes.
I want Mai to have an array of weapons. I want her to be a sniper. I want her to have the heavy artillery. I want Mai Zenin to have a minigun.
Oh damn.
Not very conducive to her technique because she can only make a minigun is more about quantity over quality as opposed to like a sniper caliber bullet or a rocket or a 6-shooter magnum round. But still, I think she should have a minigun just like in addition to her other things. And then she says, "You're a liar. I hate you," and that's the episode. And then we get our Juju Sanpo.
Juju Sanpo. This one is great too.
Miwa becomes like even more daughter because it's like she's just sitting in bed. It's like almost midnight, and she's just sitting there. And then like a flash goes off on her head, and she's like, "I'm hungry." And so she wanders to the kitchen. It's like, "Ooh, there's some edamame that I had for lunch that should be leftover." And then Miwa and Nishimiya, Mai and Nishimiya are both sitting there just eating the edamame, and Nishimiya just stares Miwa dead in the eyes for a couple seconds. Is like, "Sorry," and Miwa's
"You're not sorry."
At least pretend to be. And Nishimiya says, "Well, you know what? In exchange, I will give you this ramen." Miwa says,
special recipe for all our watchers want ramen. Here.
Yeah, Miwa says, "I don't want ramen," but then Nishimiya's like, "I have a special recipe for ramen, which is that you fill the cup halfway with milk, and cut up a chili pepper into it, and then put the boiling hot water in, and you got yourself a delicious late night snack." And Miwa slurps it and is like, "Oh, this is delicious. Why didn't you just eat this?" And then Nishimiya says, "Well, you still have to pay for you'll still pay for late night cup ramen the next day," which I think that's fun.
We were undetermined of what this implies.
I think it's tummy trouble. I feel like it's like definitely tummy trouble.
But I don't know. The one thing is like you pay for it the next day is what doesn't make sense to me. Because I feel like I never have delayed tummy trouble.
I definitely do. Like I've been woken up in the middle of the night by I need to piss, never by I need to duke. But I'm really just stuck rotating in my head the way you described we don't have to talk about this if you don't want, but I'm just really
no, it's fine.
The way you described your tummy trouble. Hold on, I gotta find the
septopus
comic that I made. It was funny. What can I say? You said when my tummy attacks, it's very when I get my tummy attacks, it's very you're shitting right now, and if there's a toilet under the ass, that's your choice.
That's my life now.
I'm sorry. I'm
candid.
I'm saluting you about.
Fine. Thank you.
I'm saluting you.
I guess Miwa's ass is not my ass, so maybe she is just gonna shit because of the cup ramen.
Yeah, but maybe it is like also just like it's gonna put on a couple of pounds because I
thought it was like a Mean Girls thing because Mai and Nishimiya are very mean girls. I think it's pretty funny.
The thing about these episodes is that I really wanted more of the Nishimiya that was in this that was in this Juju stroll in the actual episode. Like I love the Kugisaki Nishimiya fight, but like Nishimiya just like is just kind of like rambling about like nothing, and it doesn't like seem like
talk about like her character or like
right.
Like, again,
just about
like, I don't get any of her motivations really. You know, like she says her thing about society, but not like how she feels about it. Kind of
right. She's just a little Kiki's delivery service, and I just want to know more about her.
I want her to be more rude and horny like she was before. I thought that was funny.
When was she horny?
When she said Sebastian Stan is sexual.
Oh, that's right. I did.
She was drooling while she was looking at it.
She did drool. Now we're gonna take a trip to the Jujutsu corner.
Yes, I'm really hoping you're gonna explain Mai's power.
Okay, you know what? I was gonna torment you and do a panda corner, but you know what? We can talk about Mai Zenin's construction power.
That's the one that needs the most explanation, I think. We've already gone over the panda. We all understand the panda.
Yeah. So this technique, construction, the Romaji being Kochiku Jutsushiki, is Mai Zenin's innate technique. It allows her to construct something from nothing using vast amounts of cursed energy. Construction allows the user to conjure an object from nothing. Unlike creating objects with a domain, things constructed by this technique will not disappear once the spell has finished. However, creating something from nothing uses an immense amount of cursed energy, which results in harsh backlash on the user's body, as we see when Mai made one bullet, started to bleed from the nose, and then died immediately. Mai developed this technique and hid it from her twin sister Maki during the upbringing. She uses a revolver in battle, so after shooting 6 shots against Maki, it appears she's out of bullets. However, construction allows her to load another curse energy charged bullet into her gun. This surprise attack is meant to take the opponent off guard and finish the fight.
Does it say anything about like if she can make other stuff? Because I'm very interested.
Just a bullet so far. Maki has not, Mai has not shown up really. I keep saying none of the Kyoto kids. 3 of the Kyoto kids have shown up in some capacity, in some significant capacity since this arc, and that is Todo, who has a major part in Shibuya incident, and then Muta and Miwa, who both have like smaller things that happen to them. I guess in order of like most appearances, you're going to see a lot. You'll see a lot of Todo. You'll see a good amount of Muta, and you'll see some Miwa, and then Kamo, Nishimiya, and Mai have just like not really shown up until like 3 chapters ago.
Oh well, that's okay. But it does seem like it's at least implied that she could make other stuff, right?
I want her to make other things.
Yeah.
I want her to make a big squeaky hammer for Kugisaki.
I want her to make... Oh, God. She could make a bullet-sized something. I don't know. What if you... Fucking Nishimiya turns to Mai, she's like, damn, one of my hair ties snapped. Can you make me one? And she does, and then she just passes out immediately.
Oh. Sorry.
It made me laugh too. Alright, viewer questions.
Viewer questions. This one from I Have a Silly Plan for This World at Love's Small Song. If you would replace Mekamaru's body with another fictional robot, which would it be? You cannot say Bender.
I wasn't gonna say Bender. Damn.
Trying to think of some classic fictional robots who I've loved.
Classic. The thing about fictional robots is they already have like a personality in them usually. So it would be kind of awkward to like put Muda in there.
Sure. I agree with that, and also Kay from Virtue's Last Reward.
What if he was just Iron Giant, like very large?
That would be fucking sick.
But he still goes to school.
I'm sorry, I'm just delighted at the idea of like the Iron Giant trying to like fit into a desk chair, just like tucking its legs in as far as it possibly can.
Okay, other side of the spectrum, what if he was Chibi Robo?
What if he was Chibi Robo and he had to like fucking go on an adventure to get to his classes? I'm imagining him like using his cord to like swing like Spider-Man throughout the halls of Kyoto Tech.
Hey, Chibi Robo, I need you to take this to Todo. Thanks, bye. I think my answer is Chibi Robo for sure.
I do love that one. This one from Ogi at Slitherbite. Kuma from Tekken is a better martial arts bear. He knows JSL, Japanese Sign Language, and understands Japanese, and he's an actual bear, parentheses, real. Which fighting game protagonist should Panda replaced? Now, I don't know how much you know about fighting games, Kay.
Mm-hmm. Let me make sure I understand the question. So is this bear from Tekken going to replace the panda in Jujutsu Kaisen?
Panda Jujutsu Kaisen is getting kicked out, replaced by Kuma from Tekken.
Okay. Now we're going to put Panda in a different fighting game instead of someone else.
Yes, and which specifically fighting game protagonist. So like you're looking at a Ryu here, you're looking at like a Rock Howard, you're looking at a Soul Bad Guy. Soul Bad Guy from Guilty Gear is my answer, by the way. Just want to get that one out there.
Is
you're looking
the
at like
character?
Yeah, he's Soul Bad Guy.
But he's the bad guy.
That's what you think.
Yeah. I think he would be good at like what one is Terry Bogard from? I think he'd be
Terry
good
Bogart's from King of Fighters, yeah. I would he wore Kugisaki's jacket. He's already got the jacket tech on lock. He just needs a hat.
Yeah.
And some jeans. Uh, Ogi also asks, I've just been informed that there's a Tekken character called Kuma 2, who is Kuma's son. Should Panda 2 exist? Would Panda be a good father? I don't think Panda would be a good father because Yaga did not teach him anything remotely well in the way of rearing a child.
I mean, it would seem that the panda is functionally 16, so I don't think he should be a father yet.
Yet.
I think that he could have a fatherly disposition, because he does seem like caring toward Muda when he's having his problems.
And definitely cares about Inumaki.
Uh-huh. They're best friends. Oh,
They
Inumaki
are.
would be the uncle.
Oh, yes.
The only thing is, I do not think that the panda could physically create a son or child. So his dad would have to do it
the
for
panda's
him.
The panda's just a Ken doll down there. Yeah, Yaga would have to do it again, and then we're just running into the same fucking problems all over again. This baby will literally be called Panda 2.
I think that the panda could maybe adopt a child, and I would.
I would like that. I would. Him and Inumaki adopt a kid together.
No. This is where I draw the line.
Fine.
We're not shipping the panda and Inumaki.
Spoil sport. One bad spook and Shidura Zoinky at Grooving Ghastly asks, "Who's your girl boss of the week?" It's Maki to me.
Damn, Maki absolutely girl bossed all over the place.
She girl bossed everyone. She girl bossed Miwa and Mai.
So true. I'll say, just to have like two answers, I'll say that it's Mei to me. Because she's the epitome of like
girl bossing. Yeah, she's girl bossing.
You know, like being like sexy woman, but like doing capitalism is like very girl boss. So there's like two definitions of girl boss here, like the traditional one, and then like woman being epic is Maki.
Yeah. I like that answer. Mm-hmm. Milk Succubus Clownface Elephant at Milk Succubus 1. If Panda is a Peach main, as evidenced by his use of Peach's fat ass move, Peach Bomber, what do Fushiguro, Itadori, and Kugasaki main? I'm entirely projecting... Who mains Pokemon Trainer?
Fushiguro.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course, yeah. Kugasaki mains Lucas. I'm not saying this because I also made Lucas. I'm definitely saying it for another reason. I don't know what that other reason is yet. Get back to me.
We
in
have to
minutes.
map their abilities onto.
That's true. So Kugasaki would be a projectile user, probably like a heavy projectile user who doesn't. I'm trying to think of like what would be a good representation of her straw doll like thing. Her straw doll technique.
I think like Snake, can't he like put a bomb on someone? That's like kind of similar.
Mega Man can. Oh. And Mega Man also has a lot of projectiles. I think Kugasaki's a Mega Man main.
I think either Mega Man or Snake are good answers.
Itadori plays Little Mac.
Oh, he does. Oh, that's cute for him. He loves to suicide off the edge.
And he also loves seeing art of Little Mac with Zero Suit Samus, who is tall and has a big ass.
So true. All right, I like all of these answers.
Cass at Kashishi. What's your favorite kind of instant ramen? I just like chicken.
I don't think I've ever had
chicken
one.
Cup ramen. Really? Never had instant ramen. Mm-mm. It's pretty good.
So. Maybe like once a long time ago.
Honestly, if you like, you know what's really fucking good in instant ramen? If you ever feel so inclined to have some,
Eggy.
Put some peanut butter in there. Egg is good, but peanut butter in there is divine. It like thickens up the sauce a little bit. It's delicious. I'm telling you. Yeah, put some peanut butter in your instant ramen. I'm telling this to you all. Maybe a little squirt of sriracha too. Get some kick. It's delicious. I fucking ate that shit like no one's business last year. Do you think Mei Mei effectively utilized girl power by channeling support into illegal high school death squads?
Yes. Now this is a yes.
Unquestionably. And is Satoru Gojo the Char of Jujutsu Kaisen? And Kay, you haven't seen Gundam, correct?
I don't know what this is reference.
Okay, so this is a question for me. I think this is original Gundam spoilers for the next like 20 seconds. I think Char blowing off Kaecilia's head with a laser is an extremely Satoru Gojo type move, and so I think they are definitely both one and the same. Also, Char is constantly wearing a thing that hides his eyes, even when he is being Quattro Bagina or Char as Nabel.
Did you say Quattro Bagina?
Yeah, in Gundam Zeta, Char is back, but he's not in the first series. He's Char, and he's a bad guy. He's against the main squad. But in the sequel series, he's defected and he's now like a kind of like a rogue kind of guy, like no exact moral compass, but he winds up on the good guys team and he's pretending to be, because Char Aznable is like a known war criminal because his side lost the war. Now he is, well, he was deemed a war criminal. He never did war crime things, but I digress. But in Zeta, he has to lie low and not be Char Aznable. So instead, he adopts the alias Quattro Vagina.
Quattro Vaginas, maybe more.
Maybe more. Vagina. Oh, vagina. That's questions.
Oh, that's all the questions. All right.
Yeah. So thank you to Noah Geist for our incredible intro and outro music. Lost in the Bug Snacks. You can listen to them. noahgeist.bandcamp.com. Thank you to Agnan. Go to @KalaldaFairArt. He did our excellent podcast art with us as Kugisaki and Fushiguro. And we're on Twitter @SpecialGridSnacks. That's grade with no vowels and snacks with an X. Thank you to Noisepace.xyz and Matt GameCube for being the overseer of all of this shit. We love you so much. Go listen to another Noisepace podcast like City Girls Make Do, which just put out its last episode yesterday. Anyways, let's go get some snacks.
Let's go get some snacks.
On Snap 25